Did you know that Bhutan, a small Himalayan kingdom, is the only carbon-negative country on the planet? This means that Bhutan absorbs more carbon dioxide than it emits, thanks to its sprawling forests that cover over 70% of the country. Remarkably, the Bhutanese government has pledged to maintain at least 60% forest coverage at all times, a commitment enshrined in their constitution. Indeed, Bhutan sets an example for the world when it comes to environmental conservation. Here's another intriguing fact. The king of Bhutan willingly abdicated his throne to pave the way for democracy. In a surprising twist to the tale of monarchies, the then king, Jigme Singye Wangchuck, initiated a transition from absolute monarchy to a constitutional one. This unprecedented move in the late 20th century was a testament to his forward-thinking vision. The king's selfless act was not merely a change of power, but a significant step towards a more democratic Bhutan. In Bhutan, education and healthcare are not privileges, but rights. This small Himalayan kingdom has made a bold commitment to its people, providing free education and healthcare to all its citizens. Every child, regardless of their background, has the right to attend school, while every Bhutanese, from infants to the elderly, has access to free medical care. It's a testament to Bhutan's dedication to human development, a unique approach that sets it apart from many other developing nations. This focus on human development makes Bhutan stand out among developing nations. Imagine a world without television. In Bhutan, this was a reality until the late 90s. This Himalayan kingdom was the last country on Earth to introduce television. The year was 1999. The Bhutanese government had long held concerns about the potential negative impact of television on the country's rich cultural heritage and closely knit society. Despite these fears, the transition was made, and television screens lit up across the nation. Today, television is part of Bhutanese life, but the country still maintains a careful balance with modernity. In Bhutan, every life is sacred. The nation is deeply rooted in Buddhism, a religion that holds a profound respect for all forms of life. It's no surprise then that Bhutan's laws reflect this reverence, making it illegal to take the life of any living creature. This tenet extends beyond human life, encompassing all beings, from the smallest insect to the largest mammal. This deep respect for life is an integral part of Bhutan's cultural and spiritual identity. In most countries, success is measured by GDP, but in Bhutan, it's all about happiness. Welcome to Bhutan, a nation where the conventional yardstick of prosperity, the gross domestic product, takes a back seat. This kingdom, nestled in the eastern Himalayas, prefers to chart its success using a unique index, the Gross National Happiness, or GNH. GNH pivots around a simple but profound idea. The well-being of its citizens is what truly determines a country's success, rather than its economic output. The GNH, a term coined by Bhutan's fourth king, Jigme Singye Wangchuck, in 1972, is not just a philosophical concept. It's a quantifiable index, skillfully crafted to measure the happiness and well-being of the Bhutanese population. It is an innovative, holistic approach to development, which considers a wide spectrum of quality of life indicators. The GNH rests on 4 pillars. The first of these is sustainable development. This principle ensures that the economic growth of Bhutan is balanced and does not compromise the needs of future generations. The second pillar, environmental protection, is deeply rooted in Bhutanese culture. The government has pledged to maintain at least 60% of its land under forest cover for all time, and the country is remarkably carbon negative. Next, we have cultural preservation, the third pillar. Bhutan is a treasure trove of ancient traditions, and the GNH policy ensures that these are not lost in the face of modernity. Bhutanese language, art, and cultural practices are preserved and promoted. The final pillar is good governance. Bhutan's government is committed to promoting fairness and ensuring that all citizens have a voice. By prioritizing happiness over material wealth, Bhutan offers a different perspective on what truly matters in life. Bhutan's Gross National Happiness Index reminds us that in the pursuit of economic growth, we must not lose sight of what makes life worth living: our well-being, our environment, our culture, and our shared sense of community. Do you believe in Yeti? Well, many Bhutanese do. This enduring belief weaves a fascinating thread through Bhutan's rich cultural tapestry. Known as the abominable snowman, the Yeti is not merely a creature of legend, but rather a symbol deeply rooted in Bhutanese folklore. Local art and stories often depict this elusive creature, keeping the myth alive and vibrant. Whether real or mythical, the Yeti is deeply ingrained in Bhutan's cultural imagination. In Bhutan, you won't find a single traffic light. That's right, Thimphu, the capital of Bhutan, holds the distinction of being the only world capital devoid of traffic lights. Instead of the usual red, yellow and green, traffic is controlled by traffic police. These officers, adorned in crisp white gloves, direct the flow of vehicles with an elegant ballet of hand signals. This practice is not just efficient, but an integral part of Bhutan's unique identity. This absence of traffic lights adds to Bhutan's unique charm and character. So there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating world of Bhutan. Let's take a moment to bask in the wonderment of Bhutan's myriad of intriguing facts. Nestled in the eastern Himalayas, Bhutan is the only carbon-negative country in the world, a testament to its deep-rooted commitment to environmental conservation. It's a nation that absorbs more carbon dioxide than it produces, a feat that truly sets it apart on the global stage. Now, let's not forget the remarkable transition to democracy that Bhutan undertook. The king, in an extraordinary act of selflessness, abdicated the throne for the sake of democracy. It's a move that echoes the deep respect Bhutanese people hold for their monarch and their collective desire for a more democratic governance. In Bhutan, education and healthcare aren't just privileges for the few, but rights for all. It's a country where every citizen, regardless of their social or economic background, has access to free education and healthcare services. This commitment to equal opportunities is another facet of Bhutan's uniqueness. And then there's television. In our hyper-connected world, it's hard to imagine a time without it. But for Bhutan, TV was a late addition, making its debut only in the late 90s. This late introduction of television is an emblem of Bhutan's mindful approach to modernity, embracing change while preserving its rich cultural heritage. Moving on to Bhutan's reverence for life, it's a country where it's illegal to kill anything, be it a human or an insect. This deep respect for all forms of life is deeply ingrained in Bhutanese culture and their Buddhist beliefs. Speaking of culture, Bhutan's approach to development is refreshingly unique. It prioritizes gross national happiness over gross domestic product. The happiness of its people takes precedence over economic growth, a philosophy that has shaped Bhutan's national policies and initiatives. The Bhutanese also hold a firm belief in the existence of the Yeti, the mythical creature said to roam the Himalayas. This enduring belief is a testament to Bhutan's rich folklore and its people's strong connection to their myths and legends. And finally, traffic lights. While they're a common sight in most parts of the world, Bhutan has none. The country's traffic is managed by police officers, with their well-coordinated hand signals keeping things in order, a quaint reminder of Bhutan's simplicity amidst the hustle and bustle of the modern world. These unique aspects of Bhutan make it a country like no other, a place where tradition and modernity coexist in harmony. So whether it's the environmental conservation, the transition to democracy, the free education and healthcare, the late introduction of TV, the respect for all life, the focus on happiness over GDP, the belief in the Yeti or the absence of traffic lights, Bhutan is truly a treasure trove of fascinating facts.